Hi, my name's Claire Varley and welcome to another edition of the Essendon District Football League Season Preview. We're counting down to the 2015 season thanks to the Pascoe Vale Hotel, 12 Railway Parade Pascoe Vale. Today we're in Essendon Ford Division 1 and looking at the Essendon Doutta Stars. After suffering relegation in 2014, it's all about redemption for Douttas this season. Will the Stars bounce straight back into Premier? Let's ask Pellizzeri and Adem Saricaoglu.
It's time to step up for the Essendon Doutta Stars redeemed team. Adem somehow relegated last season after losing 6 games by a goal or less, and now they find themselves in Essendon Ford Division 1. When Douttas last went down to B grade, they found that getting back into Premier was a lot tougher than expected, and it took a lot longer than expected. This season, they've added so many players, you think they're making a really concerted effort to go straight back into Strathmore Community Bank Premier Division.
And a new coach at the helm as well, Dean Wallace. Much hype around his arrival down at Nipper Jordan Oval, and he's certainly going to have his impact on this side. And look, reminded of Hillside, going down to Division 2. Very dirty that they went down. So desperate to get back up. They had a big off-season and wanted to make sure they were the dominant team in their division, and they managed to get back up. I can sense a bit of the same sort of mentality for Essendon Doutta Stars.
You think they could be a buzzsaw that is totally dominant, well clear of the rest of the competition?
I'm not sure they'll have that same sort of effect on the comp as Hillside did. In terms of mentality, though, they'll be that desperate to get back up that they will do anything they can to win this flag this year and make sure not only they're finishing on top of the ladder, but also getting to Windsor Hill, getting back up to Strathmore Community Bank Premier Division. I think that's just the mentality they have to approach with this season now.
Now, you'll see a couple of asterisks next to some of the ins on that list for Essendon Doutta Stars. Aaron Kite and Lachlan Ronaldson have both played in the pre-season games for the Stars, but at the time of shooting, they still hadn't been cleared. I suspect it might get resolved, but Adam, we've been waiting for the penny to drop and for a decision either way, and it hasn't arrived for about 6 weeks ever since it first reared its head publicly. So we're still waiting on that one. Other ins that are definitely over the line at Doutta Stars, though, Shiloh Smith previously played at Maribyrnong Park in the Essendon District, and a Deer Park midfielder who's been part of their recent successes. Kevin Click's a key forward that didn't play much last year, but has a lot of talent coming in. Jed Clothier, we saw him play at the Northern Saints last season. He was off to the VFL, but then now back to the EDFL playing for Douttas. Cade Carey from Hoppers Crossing, the nephew of Wayne, has a long-established reputation as one of the EDFL's best players, but that was a long time ago, and it'll be interesting to see if he's recaptured the magic. And also players to watch. Jake Miles was the captain of Portland in one of the country leagues, so he'll be one to watch. And Anthony Prestia, plenty of senior experience with Aberfeldy from Premier Division coming down to Douttas in Division 1. Adam, I want to ask you about some of the outs, though. Jono Morris, the EDFL's best in last year's interleague game and one of the best key defenders in the competition. He moved and subsequently had to move clubs rather than drive across town. He's gone to the Basin. Luke Rounds has gone to Bell Park along with Christian Bukavars, one of the recruits from Geelong last year. They've lost both their ruckmen from last season, Angus and McHenry. The Sunbury Four have all departed, including Jay Cheap and Simon Clark, to the Sunbury Kangaroos. And Brad Langtree, who was one of their better midfields last season and one of the guys that really fought so hard to the end of the season, he's off to Mara in the Farah Football League, way off in the country. So they've lost a lot of players, and it really was necessary that they've brought in so many to compensate.
Yeah, look, we did about 4 or 5 Essendon Doutta Stars games on the radio last year, Teo, and I got to call all of them, and just about in every one of those games it was those sort of players that were stepping up and performing well for Essendon Doutta Stars. So they are massive losses, but yeah, like you said, there's so many guys coming in, and they're coming in from all over the place really, and they're quality players that have proven themselves at other clubs. So I think they've still managed to perhaps improve on what they have got. The fact they are in Essendon Ford Division 1 now with the, I suppose, lesser competition that they're dealing with from week to week probably means that they're going to be more than just competitive. They're going to be super strong this year, and as long as they can just click and get it right, settle in for the first month of the season, then go bang from there. Get their 12 to 13 wins and just get into the top 4, go from there after that.
So the burning question for me, Adam, is do Essendon Doutta Stars want to win their way back into Premier League with this team? Is it one that will simply return to the old holding pattern of battling against relegation? Now, I know that they have to win the flag first, and you never know what the morale boost of winning a flag could do, but Is this the right team to be going for promotion with, or is it simply a matter of win promotion at all costs and then trust yourself in the next off-season to do further recruiting in order to stay in the competition?
Yeah, I think the latter, Teo. You've got to take this one step at a time, and we're talking about them getting promoted again. They've just got to worry about round one at this stage, obviously, and get through their 16 games this season and try and play finals, get to Windy Hill, and then go from there. I'm sure that if they can get back up, they'll want to stay back up, not be one of those yo-yo teams that we have seen, throughout recent history in the EDFL. But they've just got to get 2015 right first and try and get to Windy Hill and get back up first.
So, Adam, the range, I think at the very least, Doutta Stars will be in the preliminary final, if not at Windy Hill on grand final day. It's the top three for Essendon Doutta Stars for me.
So we can confidently say that, Tayo, but the problem is with Essendon for Division 1, it is so open this year. You've got 9 clubs and you could almost make cases for all 9 making the finals. If you point your argument a certain way, it's going to be that close. So I'm not so confident to say that they will automatically win the flag. They certainly will be a contender, but I'm sure they'll find out pretty quickly that they'll have their work cut out for them this year.
That's it for this edition of the Essendon District Football League 2015 Season Preview. Keep watching the EDFL YouTube channel for more videos, and we'll see you back here at the Pascoe Vale Hotel soon.